All right, so we just finished up playing through Star Wars Squadron on the Twitch stream. It was a pretty good game that we spent about 8 to 9 hours on. It's published by EA. It was actually one of the better Star Wars games I think I've ever played, and so I kind of want to put down a quick thoughts, mini review of the game, what I thought about overall, just kind of here for if you guys were thinking about going to pick it up on EA's Play Pass or buy it in general. And I also think it's coming out on PlayStation's their pass or whatever next month, in the month of June, if you're watching this a little late. So here's my quick thoughts and review. Let's get into this thing. This game was actually pretty impressive from the very beginning to the end. Visually, it's just absolutely stunning. I can't overstate just how absolutely beautiful this game is, and the lighting is, and how it feels to actually be sitting in the cockpit of a TIE fighter or X-Wing for the first time, and then actually have it feel like you're sitting there. Like, you actually feel like you're in it. These aren't just, you know, flat panels that they skin some panels over and some button. Everything is like sticking out. There's switches, there's buttons. When you look around, you actually feel that you're in these things. You can like kind of look over your shoulder. You can do a free look. And that even plays into this VR. You can play this game in VR, and I can only imagine how absolutely ridiculous that would be to be able to like actually be in your VR headset and look around this cockpit, because I already felt fully immersed while we were in it. It's just a gorgeous game for being inside of the cockpits. You're flying around the Star Destroyers and next to all the different ships. Like, everything is just done so well, being inside the ships, all the character models. It is one of the most visually stunning Star Wars games, and I just wish we had more. I wish we had more Star Wars games from EA of this caliber. You know, I don't know why we can't have, you know, Star Wars Squadron just kind of be part of an open world experience from EA, where it's like you can go from the land and then go all the way up in the air and do that. It's just like they kind of separate the two so much, where I think a lot of the beauty in a lot of the old Star Wars games would be that you played characters who would, you know, you would fight on land, and then, you know, as a Jedi, and then you would also like kind of go up into space and fly around and be part of that, right? Those visuals combined is kind of what I'm looking for. So we're kind of touching on it already, so let's jump into the gameplay of it. Really good. The gameplay's solid overall. I played it on a joystick. I actually busted out the old joystick for this thing, and it was actually pretty hard at first to get used to it, being in space. You know, being able to like kind of turn and do all these rotations that you wouldn't normally think you could do, because we're in outer space and I've never been there. It was a blast. It was awesome. Everything felt really good. The combat felt crisp. The ship maneuvers, like doing the drifts, was super fun. My only complaint about the gameplay would probably be some of the mission types, right? I don't always want to be escorting stuff, although that's like kind of fine. There was a couple of missions where I had to escort stuff that just got so dull. I don't want to be constantly doing like, you know, runs on a ship where I have to like blow up a shield generator like all the time. Like, I want to be dogfighting more. And I think they feel like if you dog fought too much, it would get boring, because you're really just in outer space. You really don't, you know, it's a space battle. You're next to a ship or you're next to an asteroid, you're just flying. So I kind of get that. And I think that made me really miss just being on a planet. One of the biggest things about this gameplay that I don't understand why we didn't go there, maybe it was development budget, is that even if I'm flying, right, I want to touch down, or not touch down, but I want to fly on Tatooine. I want to fly on Hoth. I want to fly on these planets. And I should be in their atmosphere and flying next to buildings and stuff and doing that kind of thing. Just constantly being in space made the game feel very one-dimensional. It was kind of takes like the Star Wars out of Star Wars, where it's just space battle. Like, Star Wars is like this all-encompassing experience, and it just kind of takes it away, that you really just feel like you're in outer space. And it just kind of felt repetitive over and over by the end of it. Even though there are different mission types, it just kind of felt like you're doing the same thing, because you're just in outer space. So that was kind of lacking. And the end mission was terrible. I didn't like it at all. Like, I stopped playing the game because of it. I just was not a fan of the way they oh, it's just a rat. Silly me. Well, that's a nice umbrella. All right, when I turn around, they're gonna scare me, right? They're gonna. Dude. Okay. Oh, I knew it was coming too, bro.